You are listening to the Friday edition of Morning Special. We are live on EBS FM, and it's time to find out what's been hot online with Natasha.
That's right, the hottest searches of the week are in. This is Hot Clicks with Natasha.
Natasha's back after what feels like a long time away.
Yes, I've
anyway.
been gone for 3 weeks. I had some things to take care of, but I'm back and I'm ready to share this week's news.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's great to see you once again. In fact, you didn't even tell me that you were leaving.
I'm sure I did.
That's okay. I'm just teasing you. All right, so let's get started then, shall we? You have a quiz question for us first.
Yes. The question is, in the US, the president needs to live in the white blank for 4 years. So what's the blank? Is it number 1, mansion, number 2, farm, or number 3, house?
One more time, please.
In the US, the president needs to live in the white blank for 4 years. Number 1, mansion, number 2, farm, or number 3, house?
Okay, so is it white mansion, white farm, or white house where the president lives in the United States? If you know the answer, put it on our Bundy board, use Kakao Talk, or text in on your cell phone, pounder sharp 1045 for 50 or 101, depending on the length of your text, and we are giving away a premium popcorn set. All right, so where do we start then?
Let's start with the following keyword. Huh? Really? Trump? 말도 안 돼. So, of course, we can't not talk about Trump. It was the biggest issue this week. And whether people were Trump supporters or Hillary supporters, many let their thoughts be known on social media. You actually let your thoughts be known on Facebook, I believe.
Not really. I'm not a political expert at all, obviously, and I don't really have any strong political opinions. Mm-hmm. The only thing I put on social media was after watching his acceptance speech, and he was thanking everyone and had his family on stage. It just felt like the finale to the Celebrity Apprentice.
That's right.
which was the show that he hosted
for several years, and which actually made him a household name.
Hey, I was a big fan of that show.
Oh,
I thought it was a really good show. That was the show that made the phrase "you're fired"
a hot phrase.
A hot phrase, right? So it felt like that to me, and that's the only thing I posted during the whole time of the election, right? Yeah. But you're right. So many people were shocked. Experts were shocked. Pundits were shocked.
Celebrities were shocked.
The public was shocked. The polls did not indicate that Trump was going to win. The media did not indicate that either. So the world was really, really surprised.
It was a big shock. And some of the celebrity responses were no exception. So soon after Trump's victory was confirmed, Hillary supporter Lady Gaga, she tweeted, quote, "Say a prayer, America." While actor/Captain America Chris Evans wrote, "This is an embarrassing night for America. We've let a hate monger lead our great nation. We've let a bully set our course. I'm devastated." Meanwhile, on the sports front, NBA player Ricky Rubio expressed shock with a short post asking, "Really, America?" But others were more hopeful. Fellow NBA player Evan Turner wrote, "No matter who the president is, we all still have the choice every day to be positive, respectful, and spread love to one another."
I'm not American, but that is the attitude that I would try to maintain if I were not a Trump supporter.
Right.
I'm not a Trump supporter or not. I don't know, right? Mm-hmm. So what are you going to do, though? Now you have to move forward together.
Right.
Because whether you like it or not, he is going to be the next president, the 45th president of the United States. And now it's more real than ever. Trump sat down with Obama at the White House officially.
That's right, several hours ago. The two have a history of mutual hostility, but in this sitting down, Trump said that it was a great honor to meet Obama, while the latter said that they had an excellent conversation.
And we have a clip.
Well, I just had the opportunity to have an excellent conversation with President-elect Trump. It was wide-ranging. We talked about some of the organizational issues in setting up a White House. We talked about foreign policy. We talked about domestic policy. And as I said last night, my number one priority in the coming 2 months is to try to facilitate a transition that ensures our president-elect is successful.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. That's it right there, right?
Making the transition talks.
Exactly. It doesn't matter what your opinion is now because he is the next president.
Make the best of it.
Exactly. All right. So moving on. What is our next keyword then?
Next keyword, before we go to the next keyword, we will continue talking about the economic effects
Oh, okay.
of the Trump election. You might have heard, the international stock markets, they fell very sharply on the day of the election, but they quickly rebounded. And so did the value of the US dollar against other major currencies. They all took a sharp dip. The euro, the yen, the pound. But the Mexican pesos, the value of the US dollar against the Mexican pesos actually rose because people feared Trump's, his anti-Mexican campaign. And the US stock markets, a lot of pundits expected Trump's win to cause a big staggering fall because in the days leading up to the election, any indicators that suggested Hillary would win, it actually led to a jump in stock markets.
Okay.
Anything indicating that Trump would win led to a fall. So people expected the market to basically crash, at least temporarily, but that never actually happened, and it actually finished higher than the day before.
Oh, that's interesting and ironic too, isn't
Ironic,
it? So
yes.
everything it seems like everything that they thought would happen with this election did not happen.
It's
right?
a shock, one shock after another.
That's right. Okay, we'll listen to a song and then we'll continue on with Natasha in today's weekly Hot Clicks. Here's Elvis Presley, Hound Dog. We're finding out what's been hot online over the last week or so with Natasha in Weekly Hot Clicks, and let's move on to our next keyword, shall we?
The next keyword is I'm out. Immigration searches.
Oh, yes.
So people not happy with Trump's win, they're looking up ways to move to other countries, and the two most popular countries were Canada and New Zealand.
And New Zealand? That's kind of far away.
It is. So move up the border or move across the ocean.
Yeah, right.
So the Canadian immigration website, it actually crashed multiple times due to the sudden increase in traffic.
Yeah.
Because, people were deciding, should I move to another country? And in an apparent response to this, the Canada's official Twitter account, they posted, quote, "In Canada, immigrants are encouraged to bring their cultural traditions with them and share them with their fellow citizens." So pretty much open arms. We welcome you.
Of course, that is the Canadian way.
That's
if you would like to come live with us, we would welcome you.
Right.
I see this as a knee-jerk reaction. A knee-jerk reaction is you hear some news and then you emotionally react immediately without really thinking or planning. I think that was I don't really think you'll see a large influx of American citizens moving to Canada, but who knows? Maybe I could be wrong about that.
What would be interesting is to see, before the election actually happened, a lot of celebrities actually said, if Trump wins, I'm going to immigrate.
Sure.
There were a lot of people, and so it'll be interesting to see who actually bluffed and who are actually going to follow
That's
through.
right. All right, so let's move on. What is the next keyword this morning?
The next keyword is 맛있어.
Why?
So that's the first Michelin guide to Seoul was announced on Monday.
Okay, so now we have some Michelin star restaurants in Seoul.
We do. There are 24 restaurants that
wow.
received the coveted stars, and roughly half of them, around 11, they serve some version of Korean food. So whether it's the really traditional Joseon era cuisine or more of a modern spin on it, there are 11 Korean cuisine serving restaurants.
Oh wow, that's a lot. I thought it would be maybe 2 or 3, but 24.
24 received stars, and 2 places actually received 3 stars.
Okay.
So that's the highest honor, that's the highest rating given by the guidebook. And it means that the restaurant is so good that it's worth traveling a fair distance for.
Okay.
They are the Lion in Hotel Silla and the Gaon in Gangnam-gu district. These 2 restaurants joined the ranks of some 100 restaurants around the world with 3 Michelin stars.
I'm laughing because you said the Ra-yeon in the Hotel Shilla. That's the restaurant name. I read it as ramyeon at the Hotel Shilla. I was like,
that's
really?
a fantastic ramyeon.
Is it that good?
But if you have a look at the price, you'll know that it's not ramyeon, because I had a look on their website last night. And for both Lion and Gaon, a dinner course, it's between 150,000 to 250,000 won per person.
Okay, well.
25만 원. So it's Not exactly ramyeon price.
Yeah, it's not exactly cheap.
Not
but
exactly cheap.
If you're looking for a special occasion or something like that, maybe you could venture out. Anyway, it's exciting now that there are Michelin star restaurants here in Korea.
Yeah.
All right, final news today.
Final news. The next keyword is... Huh? Really? So this is another topic of outrage online aside from Trump. Chocolate bar, also known as Toblerone. It changed its shape in the UK.
Oh, really?
So you know those triangular
Yeah.
chocolate bars. What the new bars? So that's what the new bars look like.
Okay.
So there's
On
less.
Pointen Radio, we're looking at it right now, yeah.
So there's
There's
less
more
peaks
space.
and more gaps.
So there's less chocolate?
10% less volume.
Oh.
Apparently, the manufacturer, Mondelez, they were facing rising ingredients costs, and so they had to, either make a decision to make the bar smaller or raise the price.
I see.
And they made the decision to go smaller. But what I don't understand is that for such a chocolate bar with an iconic shape, why not just make it shorter
Well,
instead of making a completely new shape?
maybe you're right. Maybe the shape of this candy bar is so important to
Fans.
fans of it that maybe they should have considered that before making the change. Anyway, all right. Well, thank you, Natasha. We are out of time in Hot Clicks for today. Can we have the answer to your quiz question, please?
Sure. The question was, in the US, the president needs to live in the white number 3 house, the White House, for 4 years.
Yes, and the premium popcorn set will go to Yang Hicho-nim, excuse me, from Kakao Talk. Congratulations. Enjoy your popcorn, Natasha. It was great to see you again.
Thank you for having
All
me.
right, you enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you again next time.
See you next week.
Bye.